being here with him right now.
Hi, I'm Neil Fink. I'm one of the members of the Board of Assessment of Appeals, and Adele Johnson is kind of, she's helping me out because I am new to this, so I will apologize to you for being my guinea pig, but I'll be hearing your appeal today. So we'll note the current time is exactly 4:20 p.m., so that works out well. So your appeal is number 967. The property you're appealing is, just to confirm everything, is 57 Blue Ridge Road. The owner is William and Carol McMorris. The town has you at $441,400, and you are requesting a reduction to $250,000. Is that all correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So I'm going to. Yeah, we have to go through. So, going to have to swear you in. If you could raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, thank you. So,
and that goes to the answer I just gave to your first question.
Okay, so I'm going to have you sign that you are here and that you have been duly sworn in. Do they both need to sign?
Yep.
Okay, so they'll
both sign right next to each other would be great. I'm sorry, I thought I was supposed to. It doesn't matter, whatever works for you. You can
sign. There's two lines. So there's two lines.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so now I'm going to do my part. Just confirm today is the 5th of March. Okay, so now is your chance to provide your testimony and explain why you.
Well, I just have a question.
Sure.
The guy that we spoke to on the Zoom told us we were completely right, and then nothing got done.
Oh, so you did have an informal hearing.
Yeah, informal hearing.
But they never gave you a response.
No, they gave us a response, and they kept it the same. And the thing is, but he hadn't been given our submission. But we made two submissions. He had received our second submission, but had not received our first submission. And so after the hearing, he said, please forward this to me. And so I forwarded it to the people, and they said they were going to send it to him, but I'm convinced he must not have had it because he had said it.
Why would he have said that? I'm like...
Yeah. All right, so you talked to someone on Zoom?
Yeah.
And it was the informal hearing. It's in the papers. It's in our papers.
Oh, okay, but we take notes anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the last. That's the.
And said you were, and he said you were all set.
No, he went to believe that there was going to be a reduction.
Completely right.
He went to believe there was going to be a reduction, and then there wasn't a reduction. And as I mentioned in the papers, the only thing to conclude is maybe the actual documents that we had submitted never made it to his desk, and that's why he didn't.
Did you receive a letter at all?
No, we received a letter.
And with no reduction.
With no reduction.
Okay.
With no reduction, yeah.
Okay.
Which was just kind of shocking.
Okay, I just wrote that down here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So, do you remember the name of the person by any chance? It's okay if you didn't.
I don't want to take the time we have the hearing now. At the end, I'll see if I have notes in my file from that and see if I have his name.
Okay. Well, let's go through it, and I apologize that happened. Unfortunately, they don't even provide us with the information from the informal hearing.
Okay, do you want an extra copy?
So, I assume everything's the same in there. I mean, I can get that, but so you have some comps, or what do you have that you want to go through?
We have the narrative. Okay, so the key thing here is it's a vacant piece of land.
Right.
In a very modest neighborhood. It's a Zone B, which means it's a multifamily zone. But we don't have enough land to have a multifamily house.
Okay.
So right there, that devalues the value of the property, number one. Number two, they have these use codes. We looked at the the data they use to arrive at our value.
Mm-hmm.
And there were only two other properties that had the same use code as ours. And one is a 2-acre beautiful parcel up in Greenfield Hills, where I'm sure they're going to put on a multi-million-dollar house. And the other one is a block from the beach.
Okay.
So those are not comps to our piece of land. I mean, one's in a AAA zone, the other's in an A zone down by the water. Those aren't comparable to our property. I mean, if say we weren't talking about land here, if we were talking about a house, you would never use a Greenfield Hills house
On 2 acres.
on 2 acres
Right.
as a comp to our house on.
And the one in Greenfield Hill, is that a vacant lot
It's a
also?
vacant lot, yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying.
I'm just curious if
Yeah.
it's like completely,
No, it's
off
thing about it. So
okay.
It's you know, so there's use codes, so
Right.
comparing apples to apples, so the properties with the same use codes,
Mm-hmm.
there's only 3 of them. I mean, there's only 2 of them on the list, and one is in Greenfield Hills, and the other is down by the water. And so take it out of, as I was saying, take it out of a land concept, and say if you're looking at comps for a house, you would never compare a house in our zone to a house by the water or a house in Greenfield Hills. So my
Right.
point is, there's no comparable land that's closed anywhere in the base period from October 1, 24 to October 1, 24.
Okay.
So there are no actual
There's no
comps.
direct comps of a vacant lot selling in that.
Vacant lot with our use code, because
Okay.
there's different kinds of use codes, but, so that's it, so there are no real comps.
Okay. And how
Okay.
far, just so I don't have to look it up, how far are you from the beach?
Oh, we're in the middle of town, we're by the high school.
Oh, you're all the way up at the high school,
We're by
so you're
Fairfield
nowhere,
Level.
you're not at that end of Beach Road.
We're in no man's land. So, yeah, it's a very modest neighborhood, I mean, so,
They're small ranches.
yeah,
But
there's only 2 newly constructed houses in the neighborhood, but, you know,
Okay.
everything else is like a replacement value of like $60,000.
we bought this to do something, and then we couldn't.
Yeah.
And so we've been holding on to this, and somebody put up a listing last year that was a fraudulent listing.
22 Still my
Stole
dad.
his identity.
Had a driver's license with my name on
Was
it.
for your property?
Yeah.
Oh,
was
my
the day-
God.
It was the day before closing.
I got a call from a lawyer.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, and the property was selling for $225, not $399.
Not 441,000.
Yeah.
So
You
some-
have the
something that had been-
value of
something that had-
$441.
Something that had been on the MLS and actively marketed in the spring of 2000. You know, I'm not sure when it went on, but it was scheduled to close on the sale in June of 2024 for $225.
Okay.
And then fortunately we saved the property.
A
I added
lawyer called him.
I added my wife to title so that it would make it harder for it to be stolen again. And then at the end of August, that attorney called back and said, well, you know, my guy, we really want to buy your property. Would you be willing to, we can go as high as $250. Would you want to sell it for $250? I said, we might, you know, we want to leave open. We're thinking about building on it ourselves if we can.
It doesn't make sense because we paid too
We
much.
pay too much, so I mean, so
Yeah.
say,
Right.
so the bottom line is, but the max anybody's ever offered, and this is after being fully marketed on MLS, $250 is the highest price we've ever seen for this house
Mhm.
in the 20 years we've owned it.
Right.
Okay.
See why the guy said, "Oh, you're right."
Yeah.
So I mean, okay. So is that in the base period? No, it's a month before the
We
base
were
period.
offered $225
Okay.
officially.
Okay.
No,
Right.
Would
the
have
contract,
raised
the
the
contract, the
Oh,
contract price
$250.
for the fake seller was $225, and then that buyer offered us $250 for
I
it.
think they
At the end of
fixed
August.
this assessment because it was on the MLS for $399. But we didn't put it on the MLS.
Yeah, that wasn't our
okay.
listing. That
So,
wasn't our.
I'm a realtor. I didn't even know it was on.
Oh,
We
okay.
had no, yeah, we had no idea about it.
Someone stole identity, just so.
So, yeah.
Wow.
And so,
It's a crazy story.
So you have a fair market value as of August 22, 2024 of $250,000. I don't think it went up by $200,000 between August 22, 2024 and October 1, 2024, the beginning of the base period,
Right.
or even October 1, 2025, the end of the base period. So if you want to tell me there was some appreciation above $250, in that time frame? Yeah, a little bit, yeah, but not $200,000.
So there is a house on the land, correct?
No, there's no house.
No, it's
Just
just a
land.
vacant lot.
It's awful.
It's terrible.
No, it can't be that awful.
Well, we're gonna pay taxes on it.
It's awful.
So the thing is,
Debacle for us.
yeah, so the thing was, the closest comp I could find, and again, it didn't have the same use code, but it's another small parcel of land. It's 120 Trail Street. That closed in November 2024 for $53,900. It's vacant land.
That was
In
November,
November
okay.
21, 2024. So that's in the base period. So
And it's over by the lake,
yeah,
which is a better neighborhood than we're in.
Which lake?
Lake Mohegan.
Oh, your other.
And it's land at the end of a cul-de-sac in the Mohegan Lake
We're
neighborhood.
not in that neighborhood.
And they have the
Okay.
beach rights obviously to the lake.
Mhm.
And the thing that's funny is, and this is my other big process problem here, is the appraisal company came up with this list of all these vacant land sales for 5 years. I mean, not just the basis, but
They
this-
will go
this
back
is
5 years.
But it just have a complete data set.
2 acres in Greenfield
Yeah,
Hill, not the comparable in Trailside.
No, but here's what's so funny. 120 Trail Street does not appear on their list. They did not provide all the data. They cherry-picked the data
Mhm.
to raise the values.
How much, what
120
size is the lot?
Ours is
Quarter acre,
98.55, I think.
.12?
Oh, so
No,
point one two.
it's point two. So it's
It's .12.
no, it's 9,850.
55 square feet,
9,855 square
I'm
feet.
not sure what
Okay,
that
I got
translates
it.
to
That's like
acres.
maybe a tenth, maybe
Okay,
it might be just under a fifth of an acre.
okay, I got it.
Let me see.
Interesting.
So let me see. Can I put it in here, maybe?
Trailside sold for $53,000, that's cheap.
No, it's 0.226 of an acre. So it's not big enough to be a multifamily house. So that's another. It's a
It's in a multifamily neighborhood.
multifamily neighborhood.
but it's-
Okay. And so.
No, we're not by the lake.
Oh.
We're by
Oh.
the high
We're
school,
by the high school.
Fairfield Ward.
Are you behind?
I'm
Ward?
sorry, what was the
No.
use code
Yeah.
on your house?
Kind of
Just
1300.
Okay,
Mhm.
Sort of in front.
yeah, this
And
is
so-
like,
So
this is
I mean,
interesting.
so that sold for 53.9, and
Hmm.
their proposed valuation, okay, their assessment is 73,360.
Mhm.
Ours is $308,980.
Wait, which one was the?
Wow.
120 Trail Street
Oh,
is $73,360.
Mhm.
Ours is $308,980. More than four times the assessed value.
right.
It's the
Wow.
same size, and they're in a better neighborhood.
They're in a better neighborhood.
Wow.
So, and the thing is, and there were, at least 3 other properties that we found that are not included on this list either. So there were 3 other,
Mhm.
I'm gonna exclude Camden Street because that may have had, commercial possibilities. So, but 130 Birchwood Drive, 24 Tide Mill Terrace, and 1139 Saskill Hill Road, those were all vacant land sales that closed in the time period and are not included on this list. So
Okay.
I don't know.
Did you include those here?
We can
Yes, I
Okay.
included those. But
What
this-
page are you on, so they follow?
well, did they not give you the description?
No, they did, but
They
we
did,
want-
but
we
I don't
wanna make
see,
sure
I see
Yeah.
120 Trail Street in your description.
Yeah. I think we have them all.
Oh, the vacant lot at Greenfield Hill, 355 Cross Highway.
Yeah.
Saskill Hill's a little bit of a better neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, it is quite a neighborhood.
I don't see the other ones that you
Well,
mentioned. Oh, 531 Roland Road.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And the other thing, that's 355 Cross Highway in there as well. So here's the other interesting thing from my perspective. So 355,
Oh, yeah.
we have here, we included an expired listing in the package for 355 Cross Highway. This is the property up in Greenfield Hill.
2
Right.
acres.
Over 2 acres, AAA zone. It was on the market from 2023 through 2025, through the summer 2025. It was listed for $275 and it couldn't sell.
Okay, and that's one of the ones that they used as a,
Yeah,
No.
that's one,
that's, or it's one of the ones that has the same use code.
it has the same use code, but it didn't close in that time frame. I'm just saying, if you look at it, if you look at the real market, the fair market value of something, the best measure of fair market value is if you're marketing a property, okay, so they tried to sell 355 Cross Highway for $275 for 2 years and couldn't sell it. And they're telling me, and
it's 2 acres.
And it's 2 acres in Greenfield Hills, and they're telling me my vacant parcel of land is worth $441,000, when these guys in the period couldn't sell it for couldn't sell that land for $275.
Okay, there's the
Crazy.
comparison here.
See, the guy did say we were right.
Well, he understood our point.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we got it.
Okay.
So there's the one comparable here, and this one I think is probably the best.
Yeah.
The 120 trail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
120 I think is the best
Yeah.
comparable.
Yeah.
That
That
listing
one.
for Cross Highway, did you include that here?
Yeah, the
as
listing
well?
is in there. The expired listing is in there. It's a one-page
Okay.
thing, and then we also have the field card in there as well.
Okay.
All right, so
It's a
Great.
one-page document
Okay.
in there. It
Yeah,
looks
I
like-
think this is,
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm just troubled by how accurate are the valuations, since
Well,
this is not a complete data set.
well, we have to be smart consumers.
well, yeah, this is an unusual one also because
It's
there's only such a finite
Comparable.
set of comparable codes.
Um, and what do you believe, because I don't have the card in my hand, what do you believe yours should be?
250, because that's what we were offered in August.
Ah.
250 is what we were
I'd
offered.
rather be valued where Trailside is.
Okay, so this
Okay.
is it, so this is what you think.
Well, we can only consider what you ask.
Right,
so-
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
250.
250 is what we.
Well,
we
I'd
see.
like to ask for Trailside. He's asking for 250 because
No,
he's
it's-
being too nice.
No, that's the fair market value of that property during the base period is my, that's,
Okay,
well, somebody offered it to us, okay, so that's,
do
we
you have
take a look
anything
at it.
else?
Well, the other thing is just to look at the magnitude of the changes. I mean, technically, don't use, and I don't understand, don't throw percentages at us, but
You can do
I,
that.
I, two things for you. I have a little chart in there on the next page.
Yeah.
I compare these other ones, these are the other ones with the 1,300,
Okay,
with the 1,300 use codes. And so 180 Catamount, their assessed value went up 84%. 531 Roland, theirs went up 77%. Cross Highway was 73%. We went up 132.32%.
Okay, 100,
We more than doubled, we way more than
went
doubled.
up what percentage of?
132.32% was our increase. So we're out of whack compared to the other land that's in the same use code by a lot.
Mhm.
And those are nicer parcels, all three of them.
Okay,
And then the other thing is, the townwide increase was 65% according to the town's numbers.
okay,
We're more
Okay.
than double the town's
all right,
average increase. It doesn't make any sense.
okay.
Okay, I think that we,
And we have to put your name here because this is Blue Ridge, right?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yes, that's that, okay.
Thanks.
Well, thank you, I appreciate, you guys were really thorough, so I
forget
appreciate
your first
that.
name.
Neil,
Neil. Come on, think of your son.
that's okay.
I saw your son, so I'm thinking of your son. I know him. I mean, I'm sorry, it was a brain.
And is that what you're asking?
Okay, so
We're good.
just to conclude, so your petition will be presented to a majority of the board when we begin deliberations. And there will be a vote. You'll be notified within 7 days of that, of the board's decision. If your appeal is denied, you can come back next year. If you're granted a reduction, you cannot appeal again until the next reval, which is in 4 years. And if you disagree with the board's decision, you can take the next step and appeal the decision in court. Instructions on how to appeal in court will be given in your decision letter. So if you don't have any additional questions or information, then this concludes our
Go
hearing.
and get your last name?
J-O-S-O.
Okay,
It's okay, V-I-T-Z.
okay.
I'm only, it's either me or my daughter do it.
Okay, let me, if you want to bear with me, I'll just take a quick look to see if I have the hearing officer's name.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fun, that's
okay.
interesting. Okay,
So let me just.
all right, here.
So we were almost the second property in Fairfield to be
Oh, that
sold out
first
from
one.
under.
And
I lived around the corner from that
You
one.
did?
I walked my dog right past
my husband
the house.
knew them for
Yeah.
some reason. Right, that door there. Yep, okay. All right.
We called the town hall to say, like, someone comes in to, and they're like, it's just like the commercial. We can't stop them
Oh.
to take the title.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stop the recording.
Yeah,
for-
I can't-
so just need to read a few things for you so get settled. So I'm Neil Fink. I'm one of the 7 members on the Board of Assessment Appeals. So I'll be hearing your appeal today, and then your hearing will also be recorded so other members of the board can listen if they would like. And then I'll explain at the end, but I'll be presenting your appeal to the board when we convene.
Okay.
So the current time is 4:57 p.m. Just to confirm that I have everything correct, this is appeal number 969. The address is 139 Melody Lane. You are Deborah Serino. You own the home with Thomas Serino. The town valued the home and property at $767,000, and you're asking for a reduction to $695,000. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So, I'm going to swear you in. If you would raise your right hand and say, do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. So I will just ask you to sign here, confirming that this information we reviewed is correct and that you were sworn in. Don't know why I keep doing this and can't remember the date. Okay, so. Now, the floor is yours to let me know what you have.
Okay, thank you.
Make your case.
First of all, I want to preface with the conversation that I had with Aiden from Tyler. I had
Okay.
an initial conversation with him a couple months ago. Oh, well, maybe a week ago. I'm not quite sure when it was. But when I spoke to him, he did not have any of the documents in front of him that I had given to him. So I was a little uncomfortable speaking with him because he, just have the information in front of him, but he said he was going to have it emailed to him and then he would look it over.
Did you get a written decision from
I did get a
them?
written decision.
With no change, I
Yes,
guess.
there was a change.
Oh, there was a change.
$18,200. Okay, so went
Okay.
from,
So this is the current,
the current
amount.
value is the $536,900
for the assessment.
for the assessment, yes. Because I got something in the mail, 6th of February.
Okay, wait a minute, I just want to check the
It is on the vision,
field card
Yeah.
that I have here
Well,
and make sure that
yeah, maybe it's not. It's on the, when I go on the vision appraisal.
amount.
It indicates it.
So you're saying they reduced it to what?
$536,900?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's
Okay,
what I have
that's what you
here.
have, right.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had the updated
Yes.
card. Okay.
And the town's value, which is now $767, I feel is too high. I have a appraisal that was done in the summertime, which you have a copy of, and it was appraised for $695.
Okay.
Okay. One of my issues with is the land assessment and appraisal. I feel it's quite high, and considering my location right off Black Rock Turnpike, I have noise from ShopRite trucks right down two houses away from me. I don't have any deck or patio. I have just a basic backyard, and I understand from speaking to Aiden, he said developers would come in and build something bigger. But right now, my property is just being used as a backyard. It's not
Right.
being developed. It's not having anything done with it. My house had not had anything done to it, and I do see that got lowered a little bit in the assessment and appraisal.
This, whether, from this appraisal that you had done, or like, do you
Yeah.
have any, did you bring any comps or anything? Any
Yeah,
recent
the comps
sales?
the comps are in back of the appraisal. I think you should
Okay.
have that too. But
I don't have that here. If you have a copy of it,
I
that would
can
be.
let you have this copy.
Okay.
If you'd like. Sure. There's
Yeah, I
some
don't know
comps
why.
here. Yeah,
Sent
as
it
a
in.
matter
I'm
of
not
fact,
sure
I
why that
have
wasn't included.
another, there was a recent sale right around the corner from me on Stilson Place.
Oh, okay.
And that was in, I think it was sold at the end of November for $575. Okay.
That was November of 25 for 575, you said?
28 Stilson Place. It's comparable to my house, except I will say it has one bathroom. I have two.
It's also 3 bedrooms,
Yeah,
though?
3 bedrooms.
Okay.
A little bit less in square footage, but it does have it's more updated than my house. Too. It has central air. It has a deck in the back. It's got well, I think I gave you that information too for the property, so it should be in the
Okay.
paperwork.
Yeah,
So
for some
I,
reason I don't have that, so if you want to leave that with me, that would be very helpful.
You know what? Could I make a copy somewhere of this?
We could probably make a copy in the office downstairs,
okay.
and you could bring it back up.
And I think you should have pictures of my house, okay, the front,
Yes.
the property. I was just wanted you to see the front of the property and then the back of the property. It's, there's nothing there. I don't see how we can justify such a large increase in the land value. Now, I could see at some point, I get it, I mean, people are selling their houses and people are coming in and bulldozing and putting up bigger houses, but at that point, I feel that's when an assessment should increase.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
I think, there is some, obviously you can't really, I have a lot of, it's a high traffic area. There's going to be a potential construction of an apartment complex right on Stilson Road near Black Rock Turnpike. There's, like I said, the ShopRite trucks are there. I have a neighbor who has, if I look out my window, I see lights, but I just don't think it warrants the number that you came up with, and I would appreciate if you could look into this and sit down with your other board members and see if you can come up with a better, more fair number for me.
Okay.
Okay?
Can I maybe just take a look at the comps that you had on
Sure.
there?
Yeah, you can. And then I'll give you do you have the Zillow, Zillow?
There was
place?
one
Yeah,
Zillow,
that's the
right.
new one, yeah.
Okay.
That's the one right around the corner from me.
Right.
Yeah.
So this was sold, or this
Yes, it
was
was
just a
sold
list?
for
Okay.
$575.
Okay. So it did sell
Yes,
for the
it did.
listing price. Okay. And
I know it sold for like $4,000 more than it was listed, so it might have been $579, but
okay.
I mean,
and that's, this is 1,379 square feet. Do you know how many square feet your house is?
It's 14,700.
Okay, so tiny bit bigger.
Right.
So,
It's more updated than my house too. If you want that.
okay. Yeah, if you could leave it with me,
Yeah,
that would
let
be
me
great.
just pull that apart and see what I need and what I don't.
Okay, here. yeah, that would be very helpful because
Do you have the appraisal?
I have the appraisal, but it's just a letter.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's just hard without the
Yeah.
backup documentation.
Well, this has the appraisal on front and the comps on the back.
Okay. Oh, I think that's the problem. When they copied it, they probably missed the back.
Yeah. We have the Zillow. You're welcome to have this. I put some notes on here. This is for that house that got sold right around the corner, right in the middle.
Okay.
So I have that too.
Oh, great.
I think you have pictures of the front and back of my house here too, right?
Yes, yeah, you included
Okay.
that.
All right, you're welcome
Okay.
to keep that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is there anything else you wanted to add?
No,
I'll
I think
note
that's,
these in here. I mean, this one,
I will say, I think there's one or two houses that were sold, and now they must have been rebuilt or something, redeveloped, and it's gone for a larger price.
right.
My notes
No, these, right, yeah, these comps are very helpful.
that sale on Stilson Place for $575 compared to the town's appraisal for my home, which is $793 here. They think
Free. It's a furniture store.
Yeah, I mean, really try not to go by the Zillow listings. I mean, that one actually sold, so it's still good comp, but, okay.
I just think the prices overstated. That's the assessment, which I'm sure that's what everyone is saying when they come to.
Right. No, but you know,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say, until the board meets and
Or
reviews
Wednesday,
everything
yeah.
and votes. So, yeah, so what happens next is I'll present your petition with, and I'll write up all my notes. I'll include the comps in the notes.
Mm-hmm.
It gets presented to a majority of the board at a deliberation session, and then there's a vote.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be notified by mail of the board's decision within 7 days. And in all cases, it's going to be by, I think it's May 7th is the
Okay, when will you know?
deadline that everybody has to be, they all have to be completed by.
And do you know when the mill rate is going to be set
I
to?
don't know.
Sometime in May, I think.
It's sometime in May. It's
Okay.
whenever they vote on the final budget, but I'm not sure if that date. I should find that out because you're not the first person to ask. If your appeal does get denied, you can come back again next year. If you are granted a reduction, then you can't appeal again until the next valuation, which is in 4 years.
Okay.
If you don't agree with the board's decision, you can take the next step, which would be to appeal your decision in court, and the instructions on how to do that will be in the decision letter.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if you don't have any other questions or information, then we're all set. And
Okay, I think you have everything.
thank you for your time.
Well, thank you
and
for
coming in and being well prepared. I appreciate
thank you
it.
for being part of the board and
You're welcome.
time. Your valuable free time as well,
Thank
helping
you.
our town.
Trying. Have a good evening.
Good evening.
recording here, so welcome. I'm Neil Fink. I'm one of the 7 members of the Board of Assessment Appeals. I'll be hearing your appeal today, and then I'll present it to the other members of the board when we convene. Your hearing is also being recorded. The time is now 5:41 p.m. Right down here. Just to confirm that we have all the information correct, this is appeal number 972, 1135 Mill Plain Road, Mark and Denise Lee. The town valued your property at $1,395,500, and you're asking for a reduction to $1,275,000. Is that all correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand so I can swear you in for the official hearing. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, so I'm going to have you sign here. You can both sign on this first line just next to each other, just confirming that this information is correct and that you were sworn in. You're welcome. Okay.
Thank you.
And so now is your
Okay.
chance to,
Great.
provide your testimony. And
Thank you.
as a, reminder, what you're, really targeting is what you believe your home would have sold for on October 1st of 2025. That's
Understood.
I know it's a funny thing. But.
Yeah. And I did mention in the note that I sent in for the email to ask for this meeting that I did speak to the Tyler rep.
Oh, okay.
And we did, I guess, as a matter of record, they did look at it and give us a small reduction, and that may or may not be a part of the record.
Let me make sure that that's
But
reflected.
my point,
here.
or our
What did
point,
so they say that in your letter, what did they say they reduced it to?
Well, the original assessment, this is the letter here, and I don't know that I have the original,
Okay.
but the original was
Frustrating the way they put the assessment and not
essentially, Neil, those were our values. This, whatever, oh, here it is, right here, 995 and 9.
Yeah, it's just,
Right.
yeah, I'm working with the appraisal and not
Gotcha.
the assessment.
Right, so it's right there. This was the original that Tyler gave me.
And they reduced it.
And they did reduce it. And I'm here,
Okay.
my wife and I are here today because, unfortunately, we have a 32-year-old house. We took possession in 95, but it was really mostly built in 1994. And we've not been able to do some of the upkeep and renovations, frankly, that are needed after 32 years. So we have a lot of photo evidence here to show someone that, in the case of the Tyler folks, they do it from the curb, and we really weren't able to provide anything other than comps at that time.
Okay.
So we're here to have another conversation, obviously, with the town.
Okay.
So we put together some, and you can keep this if you need it.
Okay.
So with my wife and my daughter's help. So first of all, I know they want to look at comps. So those are from the town's sales list, attempted to find, and like a lot of houses here in town, we're a one-off, meaning there wasn't, multiple structures like the new one that went in down on Stilson there, where you have several that all look the same.
Right.
Ours isn't like that. So we have to, come up with something that looks somewhat similar in terms of either lot size, age,
Right.
number of rooms.
And these are in your, relative
in terms
neighborhood?
of price, well, they're not
Stratfield
really.
Road's a
but
little
I can
further
explain
away, but-
briefly. The Stratfield Road one stood out, even though it's a 100-year-old house, because it is on a busy road.
I just want to make sure that I have the information on here so that I'm comparing apples to apples.
Of course.
So yours is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. Is
That's
that
correct.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
It's also good to verify what's on the field card because that's the first place to look if for some reason. Okay, what?
Well, we have, 3.5 baths, including one in the finished basement.
Oh,
So
okay.
It's really technically, it's two full, one in the master, the kids' bathroom, and then half bath on the first floor. And then we have what's called a 3/4 bath, but it's in the basement.
Oh,
part
I
of the
see.
finished basement,
Okay.
which they technically don't count. Because it's a shower, a stall, and a sink.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
anyways,
the Stratfield Road.
this property, again, I was going by the sale price. It's obviously a large lot, large flat lot, which we also enjoy on a busy road. And I'm fully aware of how the valuations work in terms of the lot size being a good chunk of the value. And that's not what we're here to contest, obviously.
Right.
We're here to basically provide some evidence about the condition of our home.
Okay. So, okay, so you've got, so this is a comparable lot to your.
It's a comparable lot, and it's just the price and the number of
Let's see if it's
square foot, 0.8, something like that.
Yeah.
a little bit of,
Correct. Yeah, but again, it's hard to find.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Right.
that's an exact match.
But this house looks like it's been like fully updated.
Yeah, it's got a
Got
modern.
pretty new kitchen.
Correct. Yep.
This is not far from where I live. I know
Yeah,
this house.
okay. Yeah. And then the second one, this is on Walben Court, which are the houses that went in front of Riverfield.
Oh, okay.
Right,
So
close
this
to
is
where we
close
live,
to you.
just down the street. Actually, when we have been appraised in the past, there's usually one of these that are on as a comp. And this one sold recently. It is a little smaller than us, and the lot obviously is tiny, but it does not look as though, they really put a lot of money into it,
Mhm.
since it was built, and it's built in the same vintage as us, and it sold for 1.25. Okay. We've never done this before, so.
you guys are working late.
Yeah, we have about 900 of these.
Wow.
So,
And you're all volunteers.
yeah.
Really? Oh, man.
So this sold, do you know when in 25?
I have to look it up from the list. I apologize.
Okay, that's all right. I can look that up.
Thank you. It's been in the last, it said 25, but I think it was in November, maybe.
Okay.
I just pulled that off of realtor.com, cut and paste.
Yeah, it was January of 25. Okay, so just over a year ago for 1.25. Yeah. Oops. Okay. So this looks, yeah, I guess pretty comparable to your house, but their microwave works, right?
Their
You
microwave
can see food cooking.
And also the lot is a lot smaller, but, it's on a cul-de-sac in front of an elementary school, so, again,
Right.
how do you guys quantify all that?
Right. But no, the key thing is, they're pretty close. It's a little bigger actually in square footage, I guess. It's 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, really.
That didn't sound right, but, you're not supposed to count that in terms of the.
Yeah, they must have a bedroom in the basement that they're counting as a bedroom or something, but the field card says 4 bedrooms, but 5.5 baths. So
They must like to take that.
it's a lot of baths. Okay. Okay.
I didn't know how many comps, so I put a third one in there. It's a Colonial in Southport that sold relatively recently. And again, the lot size is similar. It's about half an acre.
Okay.
And again, this may be overkill. We haven't even got
No,
too
it's
far,
nice
but-
to have three. It's a little, like, we try to look for ones that are in the same neighborhood, but I think that the fact that it's in Southport for that price kind of makes a point.
Everything kind of lined up. It was built in '92, I think, and the size was comparable. And obviously the sales price was higher than us, but that's just kind of why we're here to
Right.
make the point that we shouldn't be equal.
Nine, 10. Let's look to see when that actually sold. 11/22/24. Okay, so a little bit earlier, but similar age.
Where were you? Were you, yeah.
Get my copy here. All right, well, I can fill that in. Okay. Oh, this is helpful. I mean, you've done.
Thank you. All right, so here's the show and tell.
So this is your house.
This is our house. Now, we didn't show you the front of it. That's a picture of the rear.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had to do some repairs. The house was last painted 20 years ago, so it needs a paint job, and it needs a lot of work with the soffits
Right.
and trims. We also have a roof. We haven't replaced the roof. It's the original roof, and we have to replace the roof. So this is the quote. We've got a contract set up with Gunner, and it's $26K.
Right.
So that's one
This is our
expense.
kitchen original, nothing new. The stove is really
Yeah.
tricky, tried to work right now. You'll see it's laminate on the countertops, that's peeling, like behind the sink.
I wish I had pictures of my house.
It's embarrassing.
It's
Yeah,
like-
anyway,
so
so
all the work
and my wife's a kitchen designer.
Oh,
so.
Yeah. So we need a new kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
And,
the hardwood floor.
The microwave doesn't work above the oven there.
Oh.
The oven, you see the light doesn't even work, and
Right,
it's barely
yeah,
working
the
to the
microwave.
countertop.
the point is that everything's gotten bigger, and we tried to find a unit to go in there.
Mhm.
They don't make them anymore.
Oh.
They're all too big.
Okay.
So we either have to rip out the cabinets and start over, or
Yeah.
so that's on the
Down to
agenda.
the floor,
Right.
the kitchen floor has to be redone. Ceiling leaks
Right.
from the shower above.
Which you're going to get to in a sec here.
So it
See,
needs
the
quite a
shower
bit of
can't even
work.
use our master shower
Wow.
because it's got some leak behind the walls or something.
Mhm.
I had put in the appeal thing. It's about $100,000 that we have to spend. The roof, an HVAC system,
Yeah,
Um,
HVAC, yeah.
and
Right.
the their shower, and then get the ceilings all taped and
Right.
repainted.
Right, and that's not even.
And then our air conditioner had leaked from the top,
That's
so,
the, oh, yeah, that's from the air
Yeah.
conditioner. Wow.
yeah. Cracks in the marble in the fireplace. That's the original furnace, which has to be replaced, and
Right.
the air
Yeah,
conditioner.
we have a 32-year-old boiler and HVAC. So it got a quote last year, and it's $50K to get the furnace, and
And air
because it's a hydro-air system. Are you familiar
Right,
with that at
yeah,
all?
yeah.
Where it's at the zones, and it's very nice,
Right.
and it's worked great, but it's at the end of its useful life. So
Yeah.
so that
Um,
if you guys keep that for the file, that's fine. If you don't,
Yeah, no, if we can, then
you
that's
absolutely.
helpful.
We look at it every day, but so that's our story
It's a
basically.
lovely,
in short.
lovely
Right.
house, but it's
We have
got
you
a
know,
lot of work we have to do on it.
Right.
right.
Just having been in that
Um,
position.
I
Sorry
wouldn't
to-
say. Looking for the, I don't usually look at it. I usually put like a grade on the B minus. Okay.
Yeah, that's,
I don't know how they scale those. I'm gonna have to
everybody,
find out.
all the children are exceptional here in Fairfield. You know, I don't think we deserve a B, frankly. They're somewhere below that. But again, I don't know what the scale is. Everybody gets a B or better. So that's it. I know we're only supposed to have, 15 minutes of your valuable
Right.
time. So
Okay.
we wanted
No, I
to make
appreciate
it as concise and then leave the information.
Yeah, I just want to make
Fine.
sure I get all the notes thoroughly because you took the time to be
Well,
extremely well prepared.
We appreciate you guys doing what you do for the community, and I'm happy to pay all the tax that that we deserve. We've raised 3 kids here, so
Right.
they all went to public school.
But we wouldn't, now that you see that, we wouldn't be able to sell our house for,
Well,
calling it
that's
for.
for them
Right,
to decide.
just saying.
That's our
Yeah.
that's our statement.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So that's it.
All right.
We're on the record now.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming in.
Thank
Okay.
you for your time.
You're welcome. So
We
I'll
appreciate that very much.
present. So I'm gonna, after this, over the next, month or so, we'll be
Yeah.
presenting all the cases
Yeah.
to the board,
Right.
and voting on, decisions.
Gotcha.
So then you'll get a letter with our final decision
Understood.
within 7 days of that, which,
Right.
based on the number we have, it's going to take a little while
Yeah,
to get through all of them.
Yeah.
If for some reason your appeal is denied, you can come back again next year. If you're granted a reduction, then you can't appeal again until the next revaluation, which is in 4 years.
Right.
If you disagree with the board's decision, you can take the next step, which would be to appeal in court, and instructions on how to do that will be in your decision letter. So
Understood.
if you have no other questions or information, then this will conclude our hearing
I guess I
today.
just want to ask, do you have the quotes in there?
I-
Do you need,
No, those are printed. I have copies.
You have
I
copies.
copies of
So you have
everything.
copies of everything,
We have
because I
copies of
can't
everything.
promise that
We
you'll
have
get
the
any of
photos.
this back.
No, that's for you folks to use it as you need, and if you don't need it, you can.
You know what I'm gonna do, is just because I know the way they keep the files, I'm gonna clip all this together and let you keep the binder.
Okay.
Just because I know, because they put it
do
into
you
file
want the cover
folders.
page with it?
Well, it's gonna get clipped to
Oh.
this, and it's gonna go into a folder, so,
Okay, so you don't
Okay.
need that?
yeah.
All right.
I'll just.
All right. We'll hand this to the guy that's in the hallway then. Okay. Here's how you do it.
Well, thank you very much.
All right,
That's our
thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you. Very
Okay.
nice to meet you.
Ready for another round?
Yeah. So, welcome. I'm Neil Fink. I'm one of the members of the Board of Assessment Appeals.
Okay.
I'll be hearing your appeal today. Your hearing is being recorded. The current time is, 6:10 p.m.? Just want to confirm that all the information that I have here is correct. For appeal number 974, the address is 234 Adley Road. Sean Powers is the owner. The town valued your property at $805,700, and you're requesting a reduction to $710,000. I am not going to. So I'm going to swear you in now that we've verified that you are the owner of the property.
Okay.
If you could raise your right hand for me. That's your left
Okay.
hand. I don't know if
George Carlin did a whole
I
bit
don't
on
know
this.
why it matters. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just ask you to sign that we reviewed this information and that everything is accurate.
Okay.
And that I swore you in.
I put, yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay, and now we. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll fill that in. Oh, okay. So now the floor is yours to present your case. I will apologize in advance because the copy that I received, this is.
It's all right. Between my handwriting and the copy, I'm sure it wouldn't have been very good anyway.
So I'll let you, just present the information and I'll take notes here.
Yeah. So a couple of things. So the first thing was I called to go to the first round, which was with a young gentleman.
From Tyler Technology.
Tyler, right.
Okay.
So he told, we walked through. I said, well, how did you comp this?
Sure.
And he started to read off comps that were like in Greenfield Hills and Wampus Way and things like miles away from the house. I didn't even get where he was pulling it from because there was nothing close by. So I'm in the lake, Lake Mohegan area, which is
I know exactly where you are. Yeah.
It's all where the World War II houses were built, old ranches.
Yeah.
We're all on slabs.
Yeah.
Converted ranches into colonials or whatever mishmash, they decided to make. Everyone had their own, ideas. So it's not really like a uniform sort of, road, even though I love where I live. But I think what happened was, if you look on the rate card, I think they have the wrong zip code on my rate card. So I don't know if
interesting.
Yeah, so I was surprised. I think that led to some confusion. Because he wasn't talking my language at all in my location. So right off the bat, you have the wrong zip code. You have 06824 on the rate card. I'm 06825, and I should compare it against that, which is not the part of Fairfield.
I mean, they really go by the neighborhood code.
I don't know, but he wasn't anywhere near my
85.
Yeah, he was bringing up Wampus Way, which is like Hills, miles away from me.
Yeah. I'm just curious. What you're 234 Hadley, right? So I'm curious. I pull up like 214 Hadley. Wait, or you're Hadley Way or Hadley Road? Hadley Road. That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay, I don't think there is an Hadley. 214 Hadley Road.
Yeah, I mean, I pulled the other places that I want to discuss are also 06825.
That's weird. Yeah, they have all of Hadley Road listed as 06825. That's very
I don't know what that is, so I got to point that out right off the bat. I don't know.
Yeah, but it looks like the other houses on Hadley also have that same error.
Okay. Because the ones I pulled is like my neighbor across the street doesn't have it. He's 06825.
Oh, really? What's that address?
2229 Hadley Road, right across the street.
What, 229?
229 Hadley.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like maybe they have one side of the street wrong or something. But they both have neighborhood 85, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how you guys do it.
When they pull, we can check them. I mean, but when they pull comps, they should be from neighborhood code 85. So. Okay.
Anyway, maybe that's how you guys do it. For me, it just seemed like maybe that was the problem. Maybe they were looking the code better in the Greenfield Hills area, which is obviously more desirable. Anyway, I wanted to go back to 229. This guy's right across the street from me, right? We have similar houses.
Okay.
If you look, so he has more square footage, right? I think down here he's 2196, and I have 2122.
Right.
He also because I live across from him, so I know what's going on. He did whole updates to his house. I mean, $200,000 worth of updates. I mean, new kitchen.
Right.
He did the front of his house. I mean, he did a lot of work, and we're basically assessed at the same.
And when were those updates done?
Last year, 24, 25.
So they did like
the kitchen, redid their entire front, new siding, a slew of things that I know he did. Second edition, I don't know what he did in the second floor. It says it here.
Okay. And what was their appraisal?
What their upgrades were?
No, what the appraisal was listed.
It's pretty close to mine, I guess.
This the 854.
Because my house is 11 years old. I haven't touched it. It hasn't been updated in 20 years.
Okay. There was no. Okay, so that house hasn't been sold.
It hasn't been sold.
Wasn't a sale. Okay.
But there are obviously the improvements done.
Right.
And that should have been captured as part of the evaluation.
Curious about that. 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Is that comparable to yours?
That's mine. Exactly the same. He's got more square footage too.
Okay. So, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, and then the only other thing I'll just highlight is when he started to go through Wampus Way and all these places far away from me, I was like, I don't understand. Like, I can pull a comp they're close enough. It's right at the end of my street that just sold for $580.
So this is a recent sale, actually.
Yeah, if you look, it just sold in December of 2025 for $580.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so December 3rd, 2025. So they didn't give you this. Tyler didn't give this one as a comp.
No, didn't even know about it. I think it was maybe around the time we talked, it had just sold.
Oh, because it was just in December.
Yeah, but it passed the time that we talked, so I said, hey, just to be clear, I don't want to go by Wampus Way if I can show you that Hadley, 4 houses down from me, so it's, which is 1,900, 2,000 square foot house.
Right.
It was $580, not $850.
Right. So they have the 1924. So
yeah.
A teeny bit smaller than yours.
Teeny, yeah.
But
within range. Yeah. So that's it. I mean, I'm not going by much more than that. I just kind of wanted to understand, like, the whole thing just seemed a little strange to me. Like, how I could be, my neighbor across the street make $200,000 in improvements, and I'm getting assessed higher than him, and how this house that just sold at $580 right down the street can be part of my comp.
Right. Okay. So, is that right? The sale was $580. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's slightly smaller, like 3-bed, 2-bath, but that's $580 to $805. It's a big spread. Okay. Well, this is helpful. So what happens next is that the board meets and we present I'll present your case to the board with all of the notes and the comps that you provided. I can hold on to this, I assume?
Yeah,
okay. So we'll deliberate over this and there'll be a vote. You'll be notified by mail within 7 days of that. If your appeal is denied, you can come back again next year. If you're granted a reduction, then you can't appeal again until the next revaluation year, which is in 4 years from now. If you disagree with the board's decision, you can take the next step, which would be to appeal in court, and instructions on how to do that will be in your decision letter. So if you've provided all the information that you feel you need to and don't have any more questions, then you're all set. So
I appreciate
all this and present it to the board for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much for
Thank you.
coming in.
Thank
Nice
you so
to
much.
meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for your time.
Good. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. So I'm Neil Fink. I'm one of the...
Michael Bowen, how are you?
Nice to meet you. So I'm one of the members of the Board of Assessment Appeals. So
Okay, great.
I'll be hearing your appeal today. Your hearing's also being recorded, so
Okay.
the public and the other members of the board can listen if they would like. The current time is 6:43 p.m.
Sniffing.
No.
I'm not sniffing, it's just allergies.
Okay. So before we start into your appeal, just to confirm that all the information we have is correct, this is appeal number 976, 317 Verna Hill Road.
Correct.
The owners are Michael and Dabney Bowen. I assume you're Michael. The town valued your property at $1,720,400, and you're requesting a reduction to $1,500,000.
Yeah, I actually have revised that, given that I put a little bit more work into some of the comparables, so I don't really need to know that right now, but I have it all documented.
Well, we could adjust this amount now.
Yeah, so I'm saying 1.2 to 1.3.
I needed just a number. So
1250. Yeah.
125. Okay.
So I didn't want to draw a line in the sand, so to speak.
So you're going to.
Yeah, it's just unfortunately that's just the way the process works.
For 1 second.
Sure.
Do you happen to have Shoreham Village Drive on your list?
I don't think so. No. Okay. So I've made note of that.
Okay, good.
And I have
what was your name? What was your name?
Neil, N-E-A-L.
Got it.
Fink, F-I-N-K.
Got it.
Okay. Now I need to swear you in.
Okay.
It's an official hearing. So if you raise your right hand,
Yep.
do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is ask that you sign this page. I guess I'll have you initial this so that we can modify that number.
Okay.
And then signing here just that you verified that all the information is correct and that I swore you in.
My pen is.
Oh, yeah, you could use mine if you want.
Well, I think it did enough.
It's good enough.
Yeah. And then anything else here?
Nope, that's
Okay.
all. Okay. Then,
All right.
date this. I've done so many of these, and every time I look at the date. Okay. So now the floor is really yours to explain why you believe $1,250,000 is the appropriate value for your property.
Okay, very good. So basically, and I've written this in a letter as well, and I've got a spreadsheet that I printed out as well, but would it be helpful if I just kind of go through the
Yes.
synopsis of it?
Yeah, and
So-
then I may take some notes as
Yeah,
well.
so like I said, respectfully, we are basically asking that the appraised value of the home, rather than being at 1.72 million, be around 1.25 million. Now, a couple things that I did was I went and looked at 4 different comparables, and I kept it within the requested range of sale prices from October 1st, 2024 through October 1st of 2025. And I looked at 4 different homes within our same zip code, actually within our same neighborhood. We're in Greenfield Hill, right in Fairfield. So I looked at 39 Campbell Road, 3663 Congress Street, 1846 Mill Plain Road, and also 180 Merwin's Lane. The net of this is that if you look at $1 per square footage of total gross living space of our home, what it was appraised at, our home on a square footage basis was appraised at $519 a square foot. Whereas the average of the 4 comparables that I show in my spreadsheet averaged $420 a square foot.
I'm sorry, so yours was how much per square foot? Sorry.
519.
Okay.
And then I can leave this with you.
Right.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, $519 per square foot.
And the
And
average
then
of the comps
the
was
4
how much?
comps are 420.
Okay.
And I tried not to get too complicated with it because, I'm a finance guy, so I started doing all types of stuff.
Right,
and
right.
It can get kind of crazy after a while.
Of
But
course.
in general, if you look at that, using a $420 square foot average of the comp, our home would then be appraised at $1,389,000.
Okay.
And then I'll explain where I get the other figure as well. And like I said, we're flexible on it. But now, if you go into more detail, and I printed our what do you call these? The rate? Is it a rate card?
The field card.
Oh, field cards. I have the field cards for our home, and I have the field cards also printed here for all of these other ones. Of course, then you get into the details of do you start looking at appraised value by building and land and separating it out because there's differences there. So what I did was, just for analysis sake, is I looked at, first of all, the averaged appraised dollar value per acre. And if I looked at that, our appraised dollar value per acre was $997,000.
Okay.
The average was $700,000. Now, technically, I did exclude one home in that
The
analysis.
average was how much?
$700,000.
Okay.
I excluded one because the parcel was so small. 1846 Mill Plain Road has a parcel of only 0.23 acres.
Okay.
So if you start, it's almost not applicable because if you look at it,
Sure, it's going to be
their dollar
skewed.
per land would be 2.6 million.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
it's ridiculous. So, excluding 1846 Mill Plain Road, using an average of 700,000 per acre, then our comparable result would be 1,207,000.
Okay.
Now, if you do the same thing, looking at
How big is your lot?
our lot's 0.9
Okay.
acres.
Okay.
If you do the same analysis, but then looking at the building square footage, so our home, so in other words, what I did was I went and I looked at, for instance, our home is, our appraised building value is $793,000, and I started looking at that on a per square foot basis. We're at $239 a square foot. Now, if I look at the comparables using all 4 comps, they're at $176 per square foot. So if you use that comparable rate as I show in the spreadsheet here, then the comparable appraised value would be $1,266,000.
Okay.
So we're therefore respectfully submitting that the appraised value be in the range of 1.2 to 1.3. We had to put down 1.25. Obviously, a lot of this depends upon how.
Wait, what?
The
I'm
town
sorry.
does
What was
how-
the difference between the first square footage? There was a square footage number that you gave me originally, and then you gave it.
So the square footage of our home, or
one
yeah.
is the livable
So one-
square footage versus
Yes.
the actual
Yeah.
structure. Okay,
yeah. So this is just the actual structure.
got it.
If
Okay,
if we use,
this is the livable
if we-
space, which is what they're really looking at.
well, I mean, this is livable space too, but it's only looking at the building.
Right,
appraised
right,
value.
that's what-
This is
yeah.
this is using land and building.
Right. Okay.
So the easiest way to look at it is cover this up, and you basically say we're at 519 a square foot total building and land,
right.
and the comps are at 420.
Right. Okay.
And then what I said was 420 divided by 519 gets you,
Okay.
X percentage, times
Okay.
my 1.72, and I get down
Okay.
to basically
And how do
1389.
okay, and then how do the comps compare in terms of the, like these are all recent sales that you
Yeah.
had?
So
Okay.
Campbell Road was August of 25, 3663 Congress was August of 25, 1846 Mill Plain was August of 25, and Merwin's Lane was July of 25.
And
So I've got our appraised, I've got the sale price, the acreage, and then you'll see this was where our basically our total dollar per square
Mhm.
foot's $519, but the average here is $420 for the other four.
Right.
So
And-
that's the
And
simplest way to do it, and then I
And do you have the field cards here? For
I do.
all of them?
I do.
So, and how do these compare in terms of like number of bedrooms and bathrooms and things like that? Are they pretty comparable?
Yeah,
or?
in fact,
I can go through those after. On the second page of the card on the back, it'll over here. It'll have bedrooms and bathrooms over here somewhere.
Okay, so 5 bedrooms for 39 Campbell. So that, and we have 4 bedrooms.
Okay,
And then
that's 4 bedrooms.
4 bedrooms, so that's another good comp.
That's
4 bedrooms.
And yours is 4.
Ours is 4, and this is 4
4
bedrooms
bedrooms, okay.
as well. And then, yeah, and this is just a longer rate card. Yeah, it's all 4 bedrooms. So we
Okay.
have 1 at 5 and all the rest at 4.
Okay,
And then we are at 4.
4. Okay, so those
For
are
us.
pretty comparable in terms
Yeah.
of, because that, in addition to square footage, like number of bedrooms and bathrooms is a big
Yeah.
driver of resale value as well, so we
Yeah,
look at that as
exactly.
well.
Now, bathrooms, actually, we're probably less, in fact, I didn't look at that, but if you look at our, okay, bathroom, so we're 2 with a half bath.
Okay,
So we're 2.5. The next one is 3 bathrooms. The next one is 4.5
4.5.
bathrooms.
I like that.
Next one is 4 bathrooms and 4 bathrooms.
Okay,
And this one's 3 and 2 half baths.
okay,
So all these have a higher number of bathrooms
Right.
than we do.
okay.
So,
And, right, and the sales prices were all,
yeah, these are all the sale prices, except for ours.
right. Okay.
Yeah, so I thought I tried to lay it out, not getting too analytical, but
Right.
but I never know how analytical they're going to get.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, everybody comes at it a different way. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that the assessor, the appraisers tend to look, like I said, they'll look at square footage of the house, and
Yeah.
bedrooms and bathrooms are kind of the biggest driving factor.
Right.
But which is why I wanted to look at that, and they seem pretty comparable. And
Well,
like
and-
these other houses, they're pretty similar in
Well,
square
that-
footage
well-
to yours as well.
So they vary. So
Okay.
the square footage, so we're 3312.
Oh, you
This
listed it on
one's
there.
4,004, this one's 4,055, this one's
Okay,
4,158.
so they're all bigger.
And this one is 4,569.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I tried to do is I couldn't find, well, let me put it this way. I found a couple comps where the square footage was closer, but it was outside the window. It was like July of 24.
Right. Yeah, it is interesting how they do that.
So I figured the red line in the sand was that they were going to require me to stay within that 1 year
Right.
period. So I did that. These are all within that 1 year
Right.
period. And
Yeah, the Merwin's one's a little bit of an outlier in a way, I guess. 'Cause
In which way?
Just because it's like 2 acres, I wonder. Like
Yeah,
so much higher, I wonder if I don't know what the zoning is up there. If it's 2 acre zoning, or if they could actually cut that, if that's part of what's
see,
driving
we're all
it.
2 acre zoning, including where I am. But
Right.
because it was
predated it.
grandfathered in, they're all 2 acre zoning up there. I think Merwin's is still 2
probably
acres.
is. Yeah, we had a house up there.
I think all of
I
Greenfield
don't
Hill is
remember.
2 acres.
Is it? Yeah.
But there are a lot of properties that are
Right.
less.
Mill Plain is a little different, I guess, too. Like, just in terms of
Yeah.
how that works. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is all really good information. You certainly did your homework, so it makes it helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
It
trying
makes it
to-
easier for us.
Yeah, I'm trying to be reasonable
make
as
a
far,
decision.
as far as kind of highlighting this. And like I said, if you start doing, like, this is the average dollar per square foot. If you start splitting it between the land dollar, per acre, and in other words, the appraised value of the land per
Right.
acre, or the appraised value of the building per square foot, then you start getting into that detail. So I don't know how much they weight.
Right.
I have no way of knowing when they do a final appraised value, do they weight the land more, or do they weight the building more, or how do they figure that out?
Right. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that. To be
So
honest with you.
that's why in my letter, or the letter in the beginning, I said, okay, if we,
But you came at it from a few ways.
yeah,
so you
the
kind of
420
cover
is
your
the
bases.
easy, is the blended,
Right.
and then doing it by land and by building. Either, frankly, the 420 gets me to the highest number of that 1389.
Right.
Using the land or the building gets me to an even lower
Right.
figure. So, I didn't want to be, I didn't want to get too confusing on the spreadsheet, because you all don't have the ability to now sit here and look at the formulas and,
Right. No, I understand.
but
Okay.
they all work. So
Well, this is
hopefully that makes sense.
helpful. No, it definitely makes sense. I'm a spreadsheet junkie too. So.
Yeah, you can go kind of nuts with it.
Yes. So.
But so just,
we're actually
just make-
running out of time, so I don't know if there's anything else you wanted.
No, I think all I was going to
Why
say
not?
is what I did was I went to each one of these. So I said, okay, like for instance,
Right.
on this house, I said 358 divided by the square footage, and then I did
Right.
the value of the land divided by how big the acreage was, and that's how I got to these figures down here.
Right. Okay.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. Okay. So.
yeah,
What,
So what happens now?
What happens next is over the next couple of weeks, the entire board will meet, and then I'll present your case to the whole board.
Yeah.
And they'll, evaluate the material that you presented and vote on, consider the potential reduction.
okay, great.
And then you'll be notified by the board's decision within 7 days of that. There's about 900 appeals, so it's going to take us a little bit of time to get through all of them, but hopefully not too long. If for some reason your appeal is denied, you can come back again next year. If you're granted a reduction, you can't appeal again until the next reval, which is in 4 years.
Okay.
Or if you don't agree with the board's decision, you can take the next step, which would be to appeal in court, and instructions on how to do that will be in your decision letter.
Okay.
So if you've provided all the information and don't have any other questions, then
The only thing is,
We're all
if
good.
you have any questions, are you able to reach out to me, between
yeah, I
now
mean, we
and when
have
you
your,
present?
yeah, we have all your, we have your contact information
Yeah.
here, we have your email and phone number, but,
In
I mean, I
fact-
think you've been
In fact, I was gonna leave
pretty
you,
thorough.
I was gonna leave you this because.
Yeah, oh, I definitely need
Yeah,
that.
because there's,
Yeah.
I ripped out a couple of
Okay.
these because they were outside
Right.
the window.
Oh, okay. No, I definitely
Yeah.
wanna hold
Yeah.
on to that, and I'm gonna type some of those into, I have a spreadsheet that
Do
I
I need to
use,
sign this
actually.
or anything?
No,
Okay.
I'll just attach it to the package, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna type some of the comps into my
Yeah, it's my
spreadsheet
phone,
that I
you
work
guys
with.
have a phone number?
Should have your phone number and email should be on, your phone number.
Yeah,
is
685-8071.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's great. So, like I said, Neil, if you have any questions, just, reach out to me. That's my cell phone, if anything doesn't make sense.
Okay,
Yeah,
great. Thank you
Great.
very much for coming in.
very nice to meet you. Appreciate it.
Okay, good luck with
How
everything.
deep into the night are you doing this?
I think till 8.
That's not too bad.
No.
Well, thanks for listening,
You're
and,
welcome.
like I said, any questions, give me a call.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Take
Bye.
care.
So, welcome. I'm Neil Fink.
Hi, I'm Lisa Rowland.
Nice to meet you. I'm one of the members of the Board of Assessment of Appeals. And,
Lucky you.
Yes, thank you. Going to be hearing your appeal today, and then
Okay.
I'll be presenting it. I'll explain at the end kind of the process, but I'll be presenting it to the rest of the board.
Okay. And you need copies of everything, right? I understand?
Yeah, so as we go through the material, you can
Okay.
share copies with me. So the hearing is also being recorded.
Okay.
The time right now is 7:06. Before we begin, just going to verify that you are Lisa Rowland, the owner of 107 Cynthia Drive, and this is appeal number 978.
Yes.
The town valued your property at $821,900, and you're requesting a reduction to $760,000.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And wait 1 second, we got to go through the
Oh, okay.
process here. So, I'm going to just ask you to sign here that you reviewed that all the information is
Oh, okay.
accurate and that you are indeed the homeowner.
Here?
Right there, yeah. And then I'm going to have to swear you in officially
Okay.
for the hearing. I'm not how many times I've done this. I still look at my watch for the date. I don't know why. Okay, if you can raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, so now the floor is yours
Thank
to
you.
present
Okay.
your case of why you believe the value of your home is actually $760,000.
All right. I purchased my home in 2018.
Okay.
I know the assessed value for the house in 2025 went up $242,830 from $331,500 to $575,330. And the 2025 appraised value went up $346,900 from $475,000 to $821,900. I purchased my home in 2018. I haven't done any major renovations. I did aesthetic changes, painting the rugs, putting the front door in. My home was built in 1964, 1,234 square feet, 1-car garage, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and the second bathroom is actually a bathroom laundry combo, which I have a picture in this package for you to prove that that's what it is.
What did you say the square footage was, just so I can note it
Sure.
right here in this?
1,235.
Okay, save me some time looking it up.
So what I did was when I saw that increase, I did a couple of comparisons. The first thing I did was I went into homes.com and looked at homes that sold during the base period that you had said in your letter of
Okay.
October 1st, 2024 through October 1st, 2025. And those I brought with myself today.
Oh, great.
And these are, which is in this package. I found a house here on Pepperidge Circle that has 1,500 square feet, built in 1964 for 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, sold for $680,000, which it looks a lot like my house. Here's another one on
Okay. What year did you say your house was?
64.
Oh, it was also. And what did that one sell for?
680,
Okay.
but it had 1,500 square feet.
Right.
And mine had
Okay.
12.
680,000. And that, what was the address on that one?
97 Pepperidge Circle.
97.
Oh.
Oh, thanks. I'm trying to read upside down. But Pepperidge Circle. Okay. That was in,
What day? It was sold on March.
Oh, they actually tell you the exact
Yep.
day on there. So
Yep.
that can save some of the trouble looking it up. Okay.
Okay, and then the next one that I found is on Paper Mill Lane, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,600 square feet, which is more than mine. That sold on November of 2025 for $708,500.
Yeah, these are all like, yeah, comparable, bigger than your.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm finding.
Yeah. Okay, what year this one was?
When it sold?
No, when it was built.
Oh.
I can look it up otherwise.
I didn't know.
It doesn't matter that much.
I probably cut off the page because I
Okay.
didn't want to print out all these
Okay,
pages.
yeah,
But I bet you any money, because I lived near Paper Mill when I was young.
yeah,
It was probably the 70s.
probably the same
Yeah.
era, yeah. 60s, late 60s, early 70s. So, okay.
This is another one on Paper Mill. Sold larger than mine, 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath. Sold for $715 on April 10th of 2025.
Okay.
I don't know how many examples you want.
I mean, 3 or 4 is more
Okay,
than enough.
more than
Thank
enough.
you.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I'll add them all to the file. That's
Yeah,
fine,
they're in here,
usually.
so you can add them if you want. Do you want me to stop? I got,
No, I mean, you can present whatever you want. I don't want to,
they're in here.
you
This
know,
is
if it doesn't.
Jennifer, I didn't, this is Jennifer Lane, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,300 square feet, which is more like mine.
Mhm.
$740,000 it sold for, on November 14th of 2025.
Okay,
So that's closer to my square footage.
right. And did you have an informal hearing before? No? Okay.
No, it was a last minute addition.
Okay, no, that's fine. I was curious if they
I think
told
I
you
got
what
it
they
in under the
used
wire
as
here.
comps. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
like I said, I have them all in here if you want to review them in your package that I'm giving you.
Oh,
I made a
yeah.
copy of everything.
okay, yeah, I definitely will, attach everything. I'll let you,
Okay.
so these are copies that I can keep of
Everything, yes.
everything?
I made a copy of everything for you. I also went in and looked at the Vision Government Solutions. That is like my neighborhood.
Right.
I thought I'd see what my neighbors were assessed at.
Mm-hmm.
So I did. I went into Cynthia Drive, which I'm 107, this house is
Right,
4
oh,
doors.
so these are already in here.
Everything's
Okay,
in there, yep.
got it.
This house is 4 doors down from me on your appraisal online. And this house has a living area of $1,562, 1,562 square feet. And it's been appraised at $771,900,
Okay,
which is, mine's at $821.
Right.
It's larger than mine. Another one on my street, 51 Cynthia Drive, another about 5 houses down from me, has a living area of 1,490 square feet, which is more. They appraise that at $790,000. And then I looked at Dudley Drive is behind me. My backyard abuts it. So I looked at some of those houses. And some of the things that I guess kind of perplexed me is this house is at 65 Dudley Drive, and it has 1,658 square feet. And they appraised it at only $5,000 more than my house. So I'm like, it seemed odd to me. So I put this in here.
yeah. Oops, oh, lost my internet connection here. Sweet, what's your address again?
107 Cynthia Drive.
Okay, sorry, that was too many addresses in my head. Okay, so it's not like, oops. I was wondering if there was some reason why it might have been different than any other house. It's not a like cul-de-sac.
Yeah,
or,
no.
like
No.
a special feature or something.
No, I don't have a swimming pool.
No.
No. I don't even have a fireplace.
Right.
Because I see they charge for fireplaces in here, and they put $3,000 or whatever.
Right.
I don't have that either. I have more examples if you want them, or they're in the
Okay.
package.
Yeah, no, I'll go through all of the others.
I don't want to make you have to enter it now, but yeah, so I
I try to just enter a couple so I,
Yep.
like, when we meet, I kind of have the highlights to
Yep.
jog my memory.
I
But
did find
you've
one.
certainly done your homework.
Yeah, I did find one on Dudley with almost the same square footage, and they did assess that at 748.8. So I even almost overassessed mine, but I was just trying to be fair.
Right.
But, you know, I mean, I take good care of my yard, so it looks nice, but, you know. Okay, so if you think that's all you need, you know.
No, I think so. No, I mean, having, like, recent sales is the most valuable
Yeah. Yep.
thing that anybody can
Can do.
provide for us.
Yeah. I tried to find things kind of close, but it was hard. I didn't have a lot to go on at that
Right.
time, but
Oh,
I
but
tried to
they're
look for
like,
homes that were comparable in size and,
yeah, but then they're like, they're in your, you know, reasonably close to your neighborhood and, you know, and also having the, you know, knowing what your neighbor's assessments, you know, how those compare is
Mhm.
helpful as well.
okay.
Because I assume those houses are sort of similar style and age.
They're actually bigger, same age. They're actually,
Right, some of them, yeah, you
some of
said
them
are a
have
little bit
2-car
bigger.
garages, which I don't have. They're kind of taller.
Right.
You know, they're more, I don't know what you call them, if they're called, I think they're still called a split level, but
Right.
I don't, you know, they're in my neighborhood. They did these and they did mine. Those are the types, they've all
Okay.
built at the same time in 64.
Just note about the garage. Okay. And there's no like finished basement or
No,
anything like
I don't
that.
have a finished
Okay.
basement. What
Okay.
perplexes me is they tell me I have a front porch. I don't. It's just a walkway into my house, but I can't sit at it. They only have like 20 square feet or something, but they say I have the front porch. But I don't. And one of them they told me I had 2 basements. I got them to take that off. But yeah, it says open front porch finished.
Porch screened
I have a
finish.
screen porch,
Oh, okay.
but the open finished porch.
Oh,
20
porch,
yeah,
open,
it's just a
finished.
walkway into my house.
20 square feet. Yeah. I mean, is it like
No.
like little? They're counting. Yeah, like the little like bluestone or whatever that is in the front, I guess. That's not even blue. Is that bluestone or just
No.
gravel?
It's pavers.
Or pavers?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, no, it's funny. But,
I think you provided really valuable information.
oh, good.
Okay.
Okay. Like I said, I even said the 780. I'm just trying to be fair. I think.
Right.
I mean, I know the prices have gone up, but.
Right.
That's why I was a late entrant, because I wasn't going to do it, because I was like, oh, well, it could go up. But then I started looking. I'm like, wait a minute. How are those less than mine? They're bigger than mine. So
okay.
that's why I decided to come in.
So the next, just so you know what happens from here, is I'll present your position to the board, and they'll deliberate on the information, and there will be a vote. You'll be notified by mail of the board's decision within 7 days of the vote.
Okay.
If your appeal is denied, you can come back next year. If you're granted a reduction, you cannot appeal again until the next valuation, which is in 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you disagree with the board's decision, you can take the next step, which would be to appeal your decision in court, and instructions on how to do that will be in your decision letter. So,
yeah, I don't plan on doing
if
that. Okay.
you don't have any other questions or information?
No,
then,
they wouldn't make it less than what I said it for, right? The 780.
I mean, technically the board could, I don't think they could make it more.
No,
but,
I understand.
But I think the board can technically, set an amount somewhere in between or something.
I just wondered if they could actually reduce it more than what I had recommended. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they would do that ever, but.
I mean, I did that, like I said, I was a last-minute entrant, and I was just looking quickly, and I was like, oh, my God, so I tried to say, okay, this is fair, and that's why I put that down.
Right.
After seeing some of this, I'm like, wait a minute, I could have maybe put in 770 or something.
No, and you're
okay.
Smart to do the research.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome, thank you.
Nice
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so welcome. I'm Neil Fink. I'm one of the members of the Board of Assessment of Appeals. So I'll be hearing your appeal today. The hearing's also being recorded for public information, and also other board members can go back and listen to the hearings if they need additional information when we deliberate.
Okay.
The current time is 7:28. Okay, now I'm just going to confirm that so you're the owner of the property, or is this a corporation, or this is the names of?
I'm the owner. That's my wife.
Your wife? Oh, okay. It looked like it could have been like.
Yeah, that's. I think she's the first person listed.
Okay, so it's Madeline Anderson. And,
yes.
Okay.
I'm Christopher Anderson.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. All right. Yeah, we have a lot that are owned by trusts or corporations and things like that.
Okay.
Okay. So this is hearing number 982 for 31 Cambridge Street. Christopher Anderson is here as the homeowner. The town valued the property at $1,036,800, and you're requesting a reduction to $796,353.
Correct.
If that is all correct, then I'm going to ask you to sign on the second page right here, just to confirm that that information is correct. Then I also need to swear you in. If you raise your right hand, do you solemnly swear that the information you give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Great. So, now, just my part on here. Okay, so now the floor is yours to present your case for this $96,000 stipend. It's very exact amount. Very few people come with that.
Yes.
Such a precise amount.
So I did print out, just for the benefit, I printed 5 copies, so I wasn't.
Oh, no, yeah, because there were over 900 appeals, so we're doing them, we kind of broke them up, and then we'll present them for the deliberation.
Okay. Well, I do have a presentation, and I'm sure it'll be, helpful for the recording. But,
yes.
So that's the packet, and
okay. Right. So this is the field card for your house.
And I guess for the benefit of recording, thank you for scheduling and hearing my petition to the Fairfield Board of Assessment appeals tonight. The appeal is regarding the town's recent real estate market value on October 1st for the home located at 31 Cambridge. As previously noted, I'm Christopher Anderson. I live at the home with my wife, Madeline, and our son, James, and daughter, Isabel. In the materials distributed, page 1 through 3 includes a summary property card of 31 Cambridge from Vision Government Solutions. The property contains 1,186 square feet of livable space and was built in 1951. The home is a classic Cape Cod, 1.5-story, with 2 bedrooms on the first floor and 2 bedrooms on the second. Page 4 and 5 of the packet shows the more detailed property card of 31 Cambridge, which again we just downloaded.
That's the field card, and I have a copy of that here as well.
Okay. I think where the discussion will probably be focused is on page 6 through 8 of the presentation, which contains our comparable sale analysis.
Oh, great! You're very organized.
So the calculation of our fair market value is included there, where we're comparing 31 Cambridge, our property on the far left, to 5 recent comparable sales, all within the Fairfield Beach area and within 1.5 miles of the property. It's sort of interesting when you can even pick little neighborhoods with different pricing within Fairfield Beach. So we tried to be very careful and thoughtful about staying within 2 miles of our subject.
Okay.
The comps are of comparable vintage and size. So if you look at the sales, we pulled this data from resources like Zillow, and then also compared it to the Vision Government Solutions website.
Okay.
And all of the properties are of a vintage around 1950. I think the range is 1940 to sort of 1960. And again, our property was built in 1951. The other thing I'll just note is our house is not on the large side, so there weren't too many sales of Cape Cod homes specifically between 1,000 square feet to 1,500 square feet. But we were able to find them, so we also included the square footage just to evidence that these are of comparable size.
So that's really helpful.
As well. So bottom line, we came to an average price per square foot of $674, which is in the table just below, where it's a simple calculation of adding up all of the property sizes
that based on the land size or the home square footage?
It's based on the home square footage.
Okay.
So it's basically taking the average price per square foot for all of those 5 sales.
Okay.
And we came to a figure of $674 a foot and applied that to our square footage of 1,186.
Okay.
And the cells below that are just a small reduction because I did want to note about a third of our roof has quite a bad moss infestation. So the mossy roof, I think, will need to be repaired. We tried to be pretty conservative with a $3,000 deduction of repairing maintenance for that. And there's a rotten window inside our home as well, interior window. So we just took $3,000 off that final figure to come to a final value of $796 and $353.
Okay.
And then we also included pictures of the comps, just in case, we proceeded that we were quite careful to pick the Cape Cod homes that are very similar to ours. And I think
I can look them up, but did you look up the field cards or anything from Vision, to look these up on Vision Appraisal to know like how they compare in terms of bedrooms and bathrooms to your house?
We didn't put it in the presentation, but we did stick to homes that had 3 to 4 bedrooms.
Okay.
So none of those, I believe, have more than 4 bedrooms.
Okay.
And
your house is 4 bedrooms and 2 baths, is that right?
4 bedrooms, 2 baths. We only utilized 2 of the bedrooms up on the top floor.
Right.
We use 1 bedroom on the first floor as a guest room, and the second as a dining room.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, yeah, and all but one of these is actually, one of these is a little bit smaller than your house, and then the others are all larger.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of properties are changing hands these days, but as I say, it was a little challenging just to find your classic 1.5-story Cape Cod, with some of them with the 2 dormers like ours.
Mm-hmm.
But we were trying to be very thoughtful and careful to identify the best comps in the area. And on a price per square foot basis, we just felt like that $1 million over $1 million value was quite steep from a per square foot basis. Because I think that equates to $850 when you do the math.
And do you know, like, where all these houses, I mean, it doesn't matter that much, I'm just a sort of idle curiosity, were all these houses, like, sold and people moved into these older homes, or were any of them knocked down to build new, like, houses like they do in a lot of the beach area?
None of them were knocked down, to my knowledge, because there was actually one other home that was sold actually around the corner from us. Mm-hmm. It was sold to a broker, and it was a gut renovation.
Okay.
Totally redone inside, very nice.
Right.
But I didn't feel like that was an appropriate comp, because the last time we've done any work on our home is back in 2017 before we worked
and
on the...
Sure, and the appraisal on that home's going to reflect all the work that is on the permits and everything.
So as far as I know, these are all existing homes that still remain.
Okay. I'm just curious, though, just my own curiosity, because I've seen the trend of, like, it seems like the houses that are bought, where they're really buying for the land, tend to sell for less than the houses that are bought for, by somebody who really wants to live in it.
I have seen that, especially in the Fairfield Beach area, but to my knowledge, I mean, especially with some of those older sales, we did drive around.
Right.
And these homes are still...
Right, but these are all very... And it does, in terms of this board process, it doesn't really matter. I mean, the sale is the sale. It doesn't matter what somebody intended to use the house for.
Okay.
Just my own, just curious about the trends as I've been doing this. Okay, well, this is really, I mean, you've done a lot of, like, homework here. It's really helpful to have all of this.
And I almost went out in the rain and took pictures with the $3,000 up the roof. Happy to provide that.
I don't think it's really not necessary, especially if you had put, $50,000 or something, then that would raise some eyebrows. But
I think I'd probably get charged a little more than $3,000.
It's funny, this house looks a lot bigger than it is. I don't know why. It's just sort of the angle of the picture or something.
Oh, is that the
Newell Place
Newell
one?
Yeah.
So most of these, seems like there's no garage or one-car garage.
Yeah, I don't think
Garage.
it might, in my packet, it might be a little easier to see the comps because I printed it in color.
Oh, okay.
If, I think I did an aerial search too of them.
Oh,
I didn't include it in the packet, but I don't remember seeing garages. We obviously do not have a garage.
right. Yeah, somehow. Well, like this one has a detached garage, it looks like, in the back. And that one, Old Field does also.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And that makes a difference, especially because that's not counted in the square footage. Okay. Any other information you wanted to share?
That was everything that we wanted to present.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, you were really, thorough. It, probably makes our job easier, so
Good.
it's helpful.
That was the goal.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming in.
All right.
So I'll present this information to the other members of the board, and they'll be deliberating over the various hearings and vote on potential reductions. You'll be notified of the board's decision within 7 days of that decision. If your appeal is denied, you can come back again next year. If you're granted a reduction, you cannot appeal again until the next revaluation in 4 years. If you don't agree with the board's decision, you can take the next step, which would be to appeal your decision in court, and instructions on how to do that will be in your decision letter. So if you have no further questions or information to share, then we're all set, and that concludes the hearing.
All right. Thank you.
Great. You're welcome. Thank you for coming in. Good luck with everything.
Hearing us out.
Oh, my pleasure.
Hope you don't have too many.